Yeah, hello and welcome to a new rapid game here on Lead Chess, playing Higahashi. Higahashi. No further information on him. I go knight f3 and don't have any water, which is not a good way to start a game with, but he hasn't even played yet. And now he plays. Yeah, c4 and g3. I play both, so let's go c4. Play this a bit more frequently nowadays. But g3 also served me quite well over the years. The main difference is that after g3 against King's Indian, like g3, g6, you are committed to the fianchetto. Yeah, knight c3. Black now has a ton of options. This is one of them. This one. And e3 is one of the possible moves. I have played almost anything in this position. d4, anything, everything. And now you probably will wonder about this move, but I'm actually taking with the d pawn. I know that looks extremely boring, but it is kind of interesting. This is an idea that recently was played in Grandmaster Chess. I tried to recall who played it. Was that Tomaszewski? I don't know. One very highly regarded theoretician played this, and the idea is to play e4, bishop e3. It's to understand this idea, you have to be aware that e4 takes, pawn takes, d takes, queen d1, king d1 is considered to be very comfortable for white, as bishop e3 attacks the pawn and you have easy play on the queen side. And I have this now basically a tempo down. I will play e3, e4. g6 is actually not good normally, because this is a misplaced bishop on g7. The bishop is much better on f8 and then on e7 to cover the pawn there. But okay, we'll see what happens. Bishop e3. Oh, I had knight e5. I could have played knight e5 already. Just snatching the bishop pair. Almost snatching the bishop pair. Unless maybe he has something funky against this. Wow, what is that? I mean, b3 is not a move that I need to play every time, but I don't mind playing it. Okay, so here knight e5 comes into consideration. Bishop takes, bishop b5 check. Normal is just knight d2, of course. I'm going to play knight d2. This is a very comfortable situation, actually. c5 is currently under attack. He has to cover this. And normal would be e6, but yeah. Okay, so here I wonder if I should go a4 immediately. I think I want to do this, intending bishop b5. I would like to trade the light squared bishops. The general issue for black here is that the pawn on c5 is on a dark square, and he's got the dark squared bishop on g7, sorry, on f8, potentially on g7. And I have some ways of putting slight pressure on that queen side. Ooh, really? Okay, so he allows a5. Okay, he cannot go b5 anyway, so I don't need to play a5. in the first place. Okay, I'll start with f3. This move is something I have to play anyway to make my knight mobile again. Maybe I should have played a5. He has b6 now, but okay, that's also not super enjoyable. Yeah. If you have an idea what this move is about, please tell me. I don't know what this is about. Knight c4 intending knight a5 is interesting. Or just a5. Huh. I'm a little bit uncertain. I mean, I have this hunch that he wants to play g5, which would be pretty strange, but it could be that this is Black's idea. And now he goes b6. Okay, so I guess knight c4. Keeping b6 under attack. On any b5 I have knight a5. One idea can also be to sacrifice on d7, sack the exchange. And then win b6, win c5, basically win the whole queen side. Yeah, here I can go knight a3 and force him back if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to, but yeah, this looks fine though. Yeah, the sacrificial idea gets interesting now. I will win many pawns. Bishop f4. I can also move the knight, which then he has to basically play rook a7. Bishop f4 is also interesting. He has to move that again. And e5 is terrible, so he has to move the rook again. There's also a5, b5, knight b6. Also an idea. Interesting. If I move the knight, again he has to probably play rook to a7. But I don't have a really good square. Knight a3, rook a7 doesn't look like it nets much. And bishop f4. Taking on d7, I'm not sure about. It is some compensation, but I don't know if it is enough. Okay, so it looks good, but it's not totally obvious what I should do. Yeah, bishop f4. Wait. Bishop f4. I wonder if I have some kind of knight b6 idea. Bishop f4 moves the rook. Then a5. Yeah, that isn't totally clear. Bishop f4 and then knight e3 to d5. That's a tempo move. On a7. Okay. Yeah, that was a bit too long here. I mean, I can play many moves that give me some kind of an advantage. And I think I probably took a bit too long. I don't know. Then he plays like e5, some howler. I don't think so. e5 is just too terrible. So we have to move the rook. But where? b7. So now, if I move the knight, he has to cover this. And b5 he cannot play. So he has to go back with the rook, and then I have knight d5. I don't know, it looks a little bit lame, everything. It looks a tad lame. Okay, taking... actually interesting. King takes, rook d1, but then king e8 is enough. Okay, so knight e3 forces rook a7, I think. b5 I take, and that kills him on the a file. So rook a7 and knight d5. Wow. Phew. I'm sorry, but this is kind of shocking. Really? That's strategically strategic suicide almost. So bishop b5 immediately, or I think this is better. First put the rook onto a7. I play bishop b5 next and trade this, and then knight c4, and wow. b6 is going to be terminally weak, I think. Kind of surprised that he takes a while there. Maybe we can play bishop e5. No, rook d7 kills black. Knight e5 is terrible. And I have knight c4 as my next move, unless he attacks something. Is there... Yeah, b4 is interesting even. Okay, but I can just play knight c4. No need for anything fancy. b6 is weak, and we see that too many pawns are on dark squares, especially the b6 pawn is a problem. Okay. So Can even think about playing b4 here, just prying everything open. It just feels a little bit rushed, this decision. I don't think so. I'm going to pile up more. Bishop f6 is not quite clear to me what this does. I mean, castling was difficult anyway, but now it's impossible. Knight takes a5 looks devastating. Pawn takes, rook takes, threatening rook a8. What is this move then? Five or so. It looks pretty devastating, but is there any defense? Yeah, the thing is, I'm a little bit reluctant to sacrifice on a5 because this position will win itself basically with technical means. So it's a little bit, feels a little bit weird to sacrifice something when you don't have to. So check. Yeah, it's totally killing. So let's do it. Oh, rook a7. I have knight c6. Oh, that's lucky. I didn't even consider rook a7, but I have knight c6. Oops. That was bad, yeah. Actually, I should have seen that. Yeah, I'm winning this with the mating attack. Don't see a way to defend it. I think, I don't know, e5 or something. Yeah. So I can check. I didn't calculate this far actually. I was just thinking that this must be winning anyway. Yeah, the check on a8 looks kind of normal. I just wonder if there's something better. I can also take, of course, bishop e5. So check, king to e7. And then, yeah, taking on c5 is a little bit strange. Bishop e3 probably. He cannot move anything. It's really funny. King e7, bishop e3. I just wonder quickly if there's something else. But I don't think so. This is good, yeah. Oh, I actually overlooked. You know what I overlooked? Knight e6. He can just play knight e6. I was thinking he cannot move the knight as the rook is unprotected, which is of course ridiculous. Oh, no, that's not good. Huh. I played this really badly. This is what I meant with the sacrifice, you know. That position was technically very trivially winning. You just have to slowly slowly move forward, and black is completely doomed. And now I've overlooked some detail, which was detail. It was simple to see. And now this isn't even clear. It isn't even clear. That's pretty terrible. When I take here, I've got 3 pawns, but there's a double pawn, and this isn't a clear situation at all. That's totally ridiculous. Given how simply winning this position was. So I should have just played technically, or I don't know, focus a little bit more and not overlook that this the simple stuff that this is protected on h8. Now this game is continuing, and it's not even clear that I'm better. The pawns are dangerous. I mean, his bishop is not exactly great on h8, but yeah, quite obviously that was a huge blunder. Yeah, sometimes you really wonder. My rook doesn't have many squares to go to. Okay, let's start with the king. Really funny. That bishop on h8 is an extremely funny piece. So I wonder, just king c4, rook d5 or something. I can actually run to a5 and move the b pawn. That is interesting. I mean, he takes a while until this is coming. Okay, I need to move. I don't know, it might still be good for white. The pawns are strong, but this whole action was totally unnecessary. Maybe the sacrifice was good at the start, and then I screwed it up. That's possible. Bishop f6 or something, maybe. b6, bishop d8, rook b5. I have to watch out, and I'm not running into some ridiculous self-made. c4 first. No time. b6, bishop d8, rook b5. Rook d1. Rook a6. I can run all the way to b7. Don't know if this really helps. e5 is also hanging then. I don't know. I've really screwed this up. It's that's really, I'm really upset about this, because the game was such a clear-cut affair. Without the sacrifice, again, it's just technically very trivial. We can look at this a little bit in the analysis. Maybe this is not totally obvious to you, how easy that would be if I don't sacrifice. Rook d3, maybe. I can take a5. So king a6, maybe this is wrong. Okay, king b7 I probably cannot allow. So let's do it. Let's do it. So just c4 here, or cannot move the rook at the moment. Moving the king makes no sense. Leave c4. Sometimes you can just do it like that. Yeah, this I saw and I thought rook d5 might win. Maybe not. Takes. c5 takes c6. Takes on e4, c6, rook c4 is the thing. But I have rook da. Oh, is he putting me into Zugzwang? That would be terrible. I can actually do this, I think. Rook b4, rook a1, trying to run around to c6, or rook to d1 at the end. Or rook f1, maybe rook f1. We'll probably take e4, and then I'm not able to penetrate. He has rook f4 and rook d4. How is he doing this now? Rook b4 again. I'm not sure what I'm threatening here. Rook d1. Has rook d4 probably. Not sure. I'm really not sure about this position. I cannot go b7. c7 doesn't threaten all that much. Still, I'm not sure. Yeah, now I can go rook d1, d7. He doesn't have rook d4 anymore. I mean, I'm not sure, of course, the time situation is making it difficult. Bishop c5 or so. This is going to be my first loss in this time control here on lead chess, and it's from a position that was so utterly winning, unbelievable. Yeah, I shouldn't have just not sacrificed and play the automatic win. It's a bit of a joke to lose this game. Okay, we'll see afterwards. Okay, yeah, that was pretty terrible. I mean, I could have drawn at the end and everything, but this is not the thing. The thing is that this was a totally one-sided game. Black played pretty terribly, and you just have to win technically and don't do any fancy moves. Okay, so yeah, white already has a pretty nice position here, but it got to a substantial advantage with moves like a6 and so on. Yeah, and a5 is shocking. I mean, this is a shockingly bad move. After this, white is just strategically winning. So rook here and now. Okay, I mean, the sacrifices win. That's not very surprising. But you can just win by automatic moves, rook d1 or whatever. I mean, black cannot move anything. It's a complete disaster. And this does win, of course, but it's not necessary. I can take e5, yeah, okay. And again take e5. I just had a total brain slip here, that he can play knight e6. I was just not aware that the rook is protected. So this is also winning, because yeah, here he cannot move his stuff. And oops, sorry, of course. And this is over. It took a lot of crap moves to lose the game. Even this position is better for white, of course, but you're probably not winning anymore. And I think I had a win in the game. I mean, that's also pretty certain. So king rook d5 is winning, and just do this and c4 and over. Well, that's simple. That's so simple. I mean, wow. Wow. Yeah, that seems to win as well, but I screwed it up later. So c4 and just rook e5 and rook e8 wins. Okay. Yeah, and now I'm in Zugzwang and it gets tough. It's still a draw due to the pawns, but yeah, this seems to lose it. He didn't exploit it though. Yeah, this bishop c5 I overlooked. I mean, I didn't have much time at this moment, but so I should play c7. But by now I was really unsettled because I mean you can absolutely not lose this game. Yeah. Nah, I probably shouldn't sacrifice on a5. Objectively, it's good. Knight b6 seems to be a little bit better even. It's the that makes some sense. Yeah, this looks a little bit better, but again, you also just win by playing like normal moves like this or so. I mean, black has no moves here. Knight e6. I just go anywhere. Doesn't matter. And black is running out of moves in this position. What is he doing here? We can play a couple of moves what the engine suggests here. This is a funny one. Picks up the b pawn. Or here, yeah, h4, maybe h4, but you can also just ask him what his move is. Or maybe go h4. Rook g8, f4, and so on. Bishop h2, g3, e5, and so on. But okay, objectively this is good, yeah, to sacrifice. It just ends the game, and I just have to take e5, it seems. Now I had a complete brain slip. I was thinking he cannot move the knight, and anyway, it was an interesting game. Thanks for watching.